distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source.
Gift of fire. Yeah, I have too many games on my 5 that just take up so much space. So for the demo, I was just like, screw it, I'll put that on PS4.
That works. I thought the same thing, but I'm like, I figured Travis would just get the 5 version, so I'm just like, I probably should have just asked.
Just
but...
speaking of this. Okay.
Maybe
Hello.
But yeah, so I was ended up being on Reddit, and it's one of those weird things where, you know, you say something and then suddenly everything online somehow starts pointing you in that direction. So I'm on Reddit, and suddenly I'm getting a bunch of like groups for Alien, and at first I'm like, well, that's just weird, but whatever. But one of the groups was like, so is Alien Fireteam Elite dead? And I had a few comments that, and I was like, you know, whatever, I'll read it. So I'm browsing through it, and people were talking about how the devs have, I guess, alluded to the fact that they are working on a sequel. Or it's like a leaked sequel that was, I guess, supposedly supposed to come out, or supposed to have been announced at some point this year, but for whatever reason, probably may have been either just delayed or it's going to get announced later.
Fair enough.
But supposedly they are... I don't think it's confirmed. Like, the devs haven't confirmed it, but apparently there's like a leaked thing saying that the sequel to this is what they're working on. But they have said like they're working on something.
I definitely wouldn't mind that.
What?
I wouldn't mind more of this.
What am I looking at here? Who built this?
I enjoyed it the first time I played through it.
There are holograms on the far end of the room.
I did too, and I'm
Might we
enjoying it now too.
Not a lot
enjoying
of
it
time to
now as
screw
well.
around, S. Be fast.
Enemies up ahead.
A synthetic. Perhaps
Oh,
I can
enough.
recover its final directives.
Another swarm from behind.
They open doors now. Clever gal. Shoot. I think I keep saying it's like the same devs that made World War Z, and I am actually wrong on that. I don't think it's the same devs. It's just because of the similaristic horde shooter / IP.
That makes sense.
Feeling bad.
But yes, if they are making a sequel to this, I will be excited. I just hope that they add more to it than just outfits.
More redoing this, yeah.
I like the outfits, don't get me wrong, but, you know, give more missions.
I wonder if they're gonna have more tied to like Prometheus and that too, where they have like the different aliens from that as well as Covenant.
Well, the next area we're going into is, or this chapter, but I think it's probably going to be in the next section is where we start kind of doing the Covenant Prometheus.
Can you read them?
Like the white Xenos start coming soon. Assuming they continue with how this one was, I would assume, with more assumptions, that it's gonna be, you know, a mix of everything. Because like this one mixes a lot of different stuff in together, which is one of the things that I think is so
Drop a
awesome about
lidar
it.
scanner for S. She can work on a
It would also be
translation
kind of
later.
cool if you could go from this first person to like first person too.
Well, that's what I was saying the other day. Like, I kind of would have liked I liked how World War Z added that, and I would have kind of liked that in this. Ready for me to deploy a scanner?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm gonna use this fire mag that I just got.
I got 10 mines, so I'm just gonna throw maybe
These do not seem related to the previous set.
3 of them down,
I
maybe.
got signals. Closing fast.
There's a hole over here
Scanner must
too.
have pissed him off somehow.
And I think any hole is essentially could be a spawn point for them. I got a bunch of turrets on me, but I'm gonna save. Or try and save them.
Also, one thing I would want in a sequel is if, let's say, your turn's not destroyed after one of these, you could actually pick it up and use it later.
Picking it up would be so much nice. All I'd want is similar, not necessarily similar, but similaristic mission to this. In the sense that, like, I like the 3 mission chapters that switch everything up, and I'd like that to continue. With like each chapter obviously being once again themed and introducing different stuff. First person would be, it's not a complaint that I would have, but I think when World War Z kind of swapped in first person, it was just really, I mean, granted, at the same time, when World War Z swapped it in, it's not perfect, and I still don't think it's perfect. But, you know, moving the camera closer was just a really nice, or having the option to, was just really nice. Also made shooting a little bit.
Yeah, just change it up a bit.
I think
Some people like third person, some people like first person better.
Before I get into that, because you just brought something in, reminded me of something that I wanted to point out. I do think that one of the reasons why first person probably wouldn't work so good in this game, though, is the cover mechanics. I mean, they could probably do certain things where maybe it'll swap you to third person when you're behind cover.
That'd be nice.
But that could still probably be considered jarring. Not that the cover mechanics are... I mean, maybe on higher difficulties the cover mechanics are a lot more important, but on kind of...
Or when you're fighting the...
On normal, it's pretty much just the synths.
Yeah.
Watch behind, fire team.
But what I was just about to say, I don't know if there was an actual video showcasing some of the Resident Evil 9 stuff, but apparently like, well, so you can play that one in first person or third person, but apparently it really switches things up depending on what you're playing. So like in third person, you might be sitting there going, oh, well, I can see a lot better, but now your character will actually, like, apparently trip.
How did they get human tech to work with this door?
But if you're in first person,
Clearly, Wayland
then
Yutani studied
I guess
this
you
complex
don't
for
trip or
years.
stumble. I don't know.
Long before you arrived, Doctor.
I didn't see the full thing of it, but I saw some people talking about it. They're like, oh yeah, I was doing this one section in third person and your character's like tripping and stumbling. And I was like,
Instead of that, maybe weapons jam?
well, I was like,
Hear that?
Sergeant,
what?
it's possible Cynthia's interest
Like,
in
you know
his
how in
carvings
a lot
is
of
related to the
shooters,
anomaly?
like, you don't get the realistic, like, weapons would jam over time, or...
Yeah,
like,
but I think the concept's like in first person,
Be ready for
you
bugs.
can see a little bit better, but you have a smaller field of view.
True.
But in third person, you have a bigger field of view. So to compensate it and make it so that it's not so much easier or less scarier. They add like a stumble mechanic. Whereas in first person, you know, now you're more closer. You're closer to what's going on, but you're not going to see your character stumble or trip.
Yeah. Also thinking about it since I just did it, how would the rolling aspect work?
Ambush to rear.
Well, I'm talking like Resident Evil 9. Not that I will probably be playing that one. I still technically have to finish Village. And at the moment, 9 just doesn't... I like some of the Resident Evil stuff, but 9 just hasn't quite intrigued me yet. Might just
Yeah, I
grab
want
that
to see
one,
more
so,
about it.
yeah. It looks fun and everything, and I've enjoyed some of the Resident Evils that I've played, but I'll probably just either wait to see more, grab it on sale.
It also depends on what's out around then too, and what you're working on. Because I can say I would love to get it when it comes out, but if I'm working on a bunch of other stuff
Secure.
that I
Resume
won't
your
be getting around to
advance.
playing it soon, it's like, what's the point in buying it right off the bat?
Ever heard of Elizabeth Shaw and
Sometimes
Charlie
it's nice
Holloway?
having stuff around
They
that.
claimed life on
I just
Earth
think
was
with
seeded by
prices going
another
up
race.
and stuff, it's getting a lot less
I read about them on conspiracy
intriguing
sites.
to want to
The papers have been
have.
out of print for a century. A cautionary tale in my field.
Or add to backlog.
Listen, bypassing damage.
I saw you fucking looking at me too. I just didn't realize it was more of the...
Fine. Last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
I don't think anything down there.
Grabbing ammo.
Find us.
Is this?
It's got an assload of carvings. Get scanning, fire team.
Those jars.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
there's a
it's-
chest over here.
how the hell did you get...
It's there. I noticed there's two staircases going up. One that we went down, and then another one that the game's not telling us to go. So I'm just like, that's up there.
Yo, gear over here. Hey, check this.
Yeah, this whole chapter is like the Prometheus Covenant section.
These appeared in previous sets. Look elsewhere. I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Eyes up.
Patching up.
I don't want to heal myself, but I'm gonna heal myself. I want to try and go in a little bit more. They're coming through the walls, man. They're coming down the walls. Oh man, they're texting me now. They're texting me now. They're telling me stop shooting them.
Bypassing damage.
That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. But there's so few, and empty. Where are the rest?
is all David.
Sure.
Well, aren't you seeing Prometheus and Covenant? It was the
Yeah, I
android
know,
named
so when you
David.
said that, I'm like, wait a sec. I really wish they kind of continued showing what happened there.
Oh, I don't think that's ever gonna... I mean, it may get resolved later. And in kind of fairness, thinking about it, that's probably the most interconnected of the series when it comes to the movies. Like, sure, a vast majority of the movies follow Ripley, and 3 kind of takes place pretty much after 2. But other than that, like, Prometheus and Covenant are very interconnected, very attached.
Yeah.
In fact, I feel like you could probably watch 3 without watching, or without being like, oh, I need to have any knowledge of 2. Not to say, like, you can watch Covenant without having any knowledge of Prometheus, but if you have some knowledge of Prometheus, it's like, oh shit, now I...
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions.
Now I know a lot more. That also being said, I think Prometheus and Covenant unfortunately didn't really... I don't know if they did well, but I know that they didn't really wow people.
Compared to the other ones.
There's Wayland equipment around.
They were more mixed reviews and didn't exactly have people going, oh yeah, this is... That being said, yes, I've seen more and more people now going, oh, I wish, like you saying, I wish more would have happened. But that's also the typical thing I feel like happens a lot of times, where certain things just kind of get overlooked because the community is like, oh, well, we don't like this. And then a year later, they're like, oh, we really like it and we want to see more.
Yep. Give me a sec, I'll drop the heals.
Let's rock. Nathan's
Grab
here.
one of these because I don't have one of those. This might be a bigger
Grabbing
moment.
ammo.
Wayland Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors.
Yeah, I find a lot of the
Fireteam,
times in
bring a
general,
connection
like, certain things will come out, people will be like, oh, this is terrible, and then, like, a year or two later, they're like, oh, it's really good, I wish it got the love that it deserved, and it's like, well, you fucking assholes hated on it so much when it came out. And that's kind of like...
people went to the theater to watch it, so now if everybody went to watch it, at least there may have been a sequel or tie into it.
Yeah. There's probably books or comics or something that does tie more into that, but yeah, unfortunately.
Data here. Stand by.
That being said, it's not like everything in Prometheus and Covenant's been fully... I've seen some people act like it's erased, but a lot of it is still technically mentioned in Romulus. In fact, like, the whole Prometheus goo is mentioned in Romulus, and the engineers are kind of somewhat seen at the end of Romulus. Not, I think you said you haven't actually finished that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I don't
One
mean
thing
to
that-
spoil, but at the same time, it is not a new movie, and there's a point where I feel like spoiling.
Well, then, to be honest, you telling me about it isn't the same as watching it. So, like, anytime
Well-
you spoil something in a movie or that, I don't really take that much.
I didn't exactly
Yeah,
say
the
how
fact that
some of that
it's
stuff comes into play.
I believe I have found a
Yep.
transliteration key. Stand by.
But it's still somewhat kind of mentioned in Romulus. may even come up in Alien Earth at some point. Or not, I don't know, because I think Alien Earth has like either 1 or 2 episodes left.
That makes sense, because I think episode 7 came out this week.
7 came out this week. It's still continuously weird. I've seen some people are starting to... I don't know, I've seen mixed reviews as well on that. Like, I've seen some people online really praise it, and then I've seen other people online acting like it's really terrible and changing too much lore, and it's kind of like, well, I mean, everything in the series kind of changes or adds lore to it. And it's, I mean, in Alien in general, like everything in every movie changes or adds. Doesn't necessarily erase some of the aspects of Covenant and Prometheus. It just adds to the fact that, like, xenomorphs are probably and most likely on more than one single planet.
Well, and they change depending on the host, what the host is.
That as well, right? Yeah. Well, they extract DNA from whoever the host is, taking various traits and whatnot from it. Oh my god.
Come on, die already. Jeez.
Well, these ones you guys shoot from behind the head.
Bypassing damage. Rearming.
Reloading.
That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
It's only getting harder from here.
For the builders of this facility. Weyland-Yutani referred to them as the engineers.
Why is an alien language so similar to an ancient human one? The implications are...
I have heard that there's talks of season 2 for Alien. I'm hoping they continue. I'm always happy for more.
I don't know what we found under
content.
LV-895.
Oh,
Who
my.
built that place
Continue,
or what it's
obviously.
for.
Yep.
The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what.
There's supposed to be, I think the director for Romulus is supposed to be making a new one as well. So I think there's supposed to be a new movie in the works, and then assuming it gets greenlit, there could be a season 2 to Alien Earth.
Gravitational anomaly continues
That being
to
said,
intensify.
assuming it does get greenlit, the way shows seem to work nowadays, it could be 2 or 3 years
Stay
before
frosty. We know there's Xenos.
anyone
God
gets
knows
to
what else
watch it.
Cynthia had.
It's that which I've just
And
I
that
don't
alien
know what to say.
equipment.
That's just ridiculous
Who knows
to me
what it
now.
does? Be careful.
Like, it was kind of
Hear that?
funny the first few times, and then after a while it just started being like, why is every single show like...
Prowler.
Hey, I was 38 when I saw the first season. I am now 48 when I saw the second season.
Yeah. Okay, the white Xenos are coming soon. I know we got introduced to the to that shieldy one, but like, fucking hell.
I even forgot the white ones were in this game, to be honest. Until
I
you
keep
brought it up
saying.
before. Oh, I know.
Because it's each area, like, the 4th area is where we start more or less facing facehuggers, but the 4th area, like I pointed out, is the much more...
Well, and just like you mentioned before, I think we mostly played like the earlier areas just to level up and stuff too, so that's probably one reason why I forgot they're in this.
Well, they really nail, like, each... I won't say they nail each and every aspect from all the movies that had been out at the time of this game's release, but they do nail a lot of it, like even some of the areas. I mean, apart from the lush jungle, but like a lot of this almost is like they took scenes from Prometheus and Alien 3 and whatnot, and based a lot of the missions on that, from being militaristic compounds to engineer ships to spaceships.
Sometimes I wonder, I'm trying to remember the name of the painter, or the artist
You're
that
good.
does like the
What
kinda
are we
like
looking at in here, Doc?
look of
It could be, I mean...
the aliens, or like the look of this architecture of this
H.G.
area and
Geiger
now
or something like
that's
that?
it. I wonder if how this game it would look if H.G.
Whoever built
Geiger
this,
didn't
they
create
sure sound
his
like
artwork,
straight
but this
fucking
isn't. Some of
lines.
this stuff is influenced by.
Oh, wait. Inventor. It could look like Inventor. Hasn't could look like something else.
True. Okay, nothing there, nothing there, and exterior.
Something behind us.
Yeah.
I saw it beeping on the radar. I was trying to figure it out.
Wow! More Xenos incoming! Watch for the drone!
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner?
Rearming.
Activating.
The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Belay that! Box inbound! Check 6!
Coming up behind us. Guy right on top of me.
So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
We call that an arc reactor.
Just double check. There's no chest hidden anywhere in here because I feel like there's a lot of little.
Crevices in this section.
Nope.
Coming up behind you. Our build's behind me.
Endeavor's
Yeah, I see them all.
ground-penetrating radar is worthless. Place is one big return. those Xenos?
Everything is a Xeno.
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Secure the area first.
Reloading.
Hey, hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
Hey, kids here. Grabbing ammo.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Sentry deployed.
Ready when you are.
Mine is ready to go.
Okay, hitting button.
Farthest left,
Yeah, I'm
center
good.
right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Eyes up!
Other side.
A crunchy one!
Big boy coming in. Big boy going down.
Find a local map.
Yeah, you went definitely
Please
down
head up the
quicker
ramp.
than before.
Shooting from behind.
The army.
Ammo before we go.
Xenos ahead! Coming over the bridge!
These ones look like they're coming through the bridge.
Yo, Honecker, anything you can tell us about who built this place?
There's not
They were
one
big aliens.
hard angle in there. Just curves.
Hey, you never see in the
Maybe
series
a cultural
apart from
preference?
Prometheus. I mean, you kind of see them in the beginning of Alien, but God, that one's like technically in my blind spot. It was chilling right behind my character, so I couldn't see it because all I see is my character.
Movement, get a visual before... Gone.
I saw no evidence of xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life? Or rats. Hollis Station had...
This facility is remarkably intact for its antiquity and fully powered.
At least they all came out of the same hole.
Yeah, I was expecting one to come through some behind us too as we passed it.
More bugs!
my left.
Dever just detected a burst of 511 kilo electron volt gamma rays from within the gravitic anomaly.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Oh my god. Fuck. Everything took a
We're near
lot.
the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squishy thing in that room.
I'll get those bastards for this.
Enter the same sequence as the last instrumentality.
Grabbing ammo.
Grabbing
Reloading.
ammo.
Ready?
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output.
Going on the left, right, and left, technically, but at the moment it's right.
Again, I fear I can only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
A couple of them started sneaking in from behind. Look like you had a little party over there.
Yeah. I'm enjoying.
Well, you have all the Xeno kibbles on you. Kibbles and nuts, kibbles and nuts. Fire.
Looks like a control center.
No. Careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
I'm gonna drop the heals.
Okay. Oh, I was about to say, I'm waiting. There goes my TV remote.
Ah.
Oh, I didn't heal me all the way to max.
Rearming.
My screen, it looks like it's maxed.
Nope, it's 1487.
Obtain a
I
LiDAR
go up
sweep
to
of the presumed
1500.
control center.
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Nice. We need
Sentry deployed.
rearming.
Sentry deployed.
Okay, ready when you are.
Alright.
Sentry gun ready.
Got Xenos all over. Closing. Watch the drone.
I don't fully remember these levels, so I don't know if this is the...
Grabbing ammo.
Last stand or not?
Yeah. It would be nice
Already
if
got 2 Bradis.
Yeah. It would be nice if it told you when it's like the, hey, this is the final stand. Just so you know, okay, if I'm holding on to any of these consumables, it's now or never.
Yeah.
Oh. That one's staying active.
Drone coming up.
Oh. I like how we just kind of walk by us, just so you can show us you can walk by us.
Warrior.
He's spitting acid at me.
I see you, baby. Spinning that acid. Spinning that acid. Spinning that acid. I see you, baby. Good song.
Second
Oh, I know.
warrior.
I'm sure you.
Song I've never heard of before, but it's a song. Just like the one you posted on the, was it the short of the Gundam thing you did the other day today.
That was supposed to be a Gundam thing in the wall.
Is Iron-Blooded Orphan is a short? I saw it today posted, so
It was on YouTube. That was like ages.
it was weeks ago.
Like last year.
What the hell?
I haven't posted a short in a while. I keep meaning to, and I have so much content that I could probably go back and make a bunch of various shorts, and I just kind of keep being lazy with
How many of
those.
these we gotta kill, man? Stand ready, fire team.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's asset 0. That's where we're headed, fire team.
I want one.
I thought we were already on the ship. I remember seeing that, like that view right there. I remember.
Forces lie ahead.
But a little bit of me was like, I thought we were already on the ship. Oh.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what...
I've seen model kits for the dropship, but it's block built, which is where I go like, I don't mind block built stuff, but it's like in the I can't believe it's not Lego
Cynthia's final
section,
orders were to prepare acid serum
which is like hit or
alien ship
miss.
for activation.
Activated for
Don't
what?
get me wrong, the Mold King stuff I built was
Fireteam, get aboard
cool,
and stop
but
it.
not necessarily the greatest. No, nothing wrong with brick
Pathogen jars.
built models in general, but
dangerous?
still.
Only
I
if
forgot
opened.
about this room.
We couldn't dent the
I
casing.
remember this room. I remember the whole this whole area being.
Closing. They're unknown.
Yeah, this is where you start finding the white ones. I thought it was the
Fuck
last
were
chapter.
those?
I mean, I killed 2 last chapter,
Guess
but
pathogen mutations of
they're hinted
some
at.
native life form.
Yeah.
Are those people? Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
yeah, okay, these ones I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember
mean,
like actually finding
I
white
didn't know anyone was
Xenos,
even
but
here.
not those things. Or at least I don't remember the way Xenos looking like. Not complaining. New enemy.
They're 5. Pivot to engage.
The heck?
What?
Oh, all of a sudden I just see my health go straight down.
Oh, you got the little
Exploding guys.
yeah, the head crabs.
Fucking hell, how many are there?
Didn't want to do this early, but guess I have to.
Kill them faster, and then you don't have to do it this early.
Well, no, duh, I'm trying.
You're really throwing those ones at us. That's someone healing himself, maybe they put their healing thing in the middle. They could have healed 2 people instead of 1.
Oh, guess what?
Station ready.
God, don't put it down now. Yeah, save it for later.
Yeah, it's a little bit more than half charge on it still. The heck?
Find us.
Yeah, I know. This one jumped out of the little hole in the wall.
I didn't see that. I just saw things show up on both in front and behind us on the radar.
Program destination, Biolab 14, Gateway Station, Earth orbit.
Wait, Earth? Are they insane?
Not that insane, considering there's now a show called Alien Earth.
Yeah.
Unseal. Look, Ma, I'm tiny next to them.
Stand down.
Look, Ma, they look like elephant-human hybrids.
I think they're
For
supposed.
what?
I'm fairly certain they're supposed to be taller.
Insufficient data. But
Yeah.
it appears you
Could
passed.
be. I could be wrong. It's not like I would actually know.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's
It's like when people go, "Oh,
likely to have
Wolverine's
control
supposed to be shorter," and like, yeah, but do you really want this? I don't know. I think like the concept of comic accurate Wolverine just admittedly in movie form would be silly to me.
Kind of like the one where they
In
did a little
Deadpool,
time
yeah,
sees
and he
the-
says,
one at the bar.
yeah, and he's like, oh look, it's comic accurate. And I'm
Yep.
just like, I don't know. I think, I get Wolverine is supposed to be short, but I don't know.
Let's shut
But
this thing down,
then
fire
again,
team.
like I'm not one of those people that can just look at
try not to
people and be
break
like, oh,
anything,
that's how
please.
tall or how short you are.
Yeah.
I know it's also hard in movies because of the movie magic. Sometimes you don't realize that some actors are actually shorter or taller than others.
Yep. But you're right, I do feel like those ones in that hallway are supposed to be bigger.
Patching up.
God damn it, games. Give me a second to heal before you like start throwing stuff at me.
They're just gonna continue coming out of this hole. Jeez, man. You done?
I don't know, I moved on. I just know that I was looking at a healing thing and it's like, all I want to do is heal. Don't give me a healing thing and then immediately have something hit me as I'm healing.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
This is definitely gonna kick off with a wave thing.
Yep. So I was just checking the little hidden areas. I figured do that before or after.
Movement!
No, looking up top. They are coming from. I was just thinking, this is really insanely easy. They're all coming from one spot. Which, once again, I'm not against. It'd be nice to have that, hold off the bridge section where you're getting hoarded on the bridge, kind of one direction, but still.
Bypassing that.
Big tracker return, but indistinct.
You
Leon!
He's invisible. There he goes, invisible.
Synth download complete. Beginning analysis.
Leon Stalker.
Actually, let me reload before.
That was native life.
That's
Big
what I just
cat
did.
with chameleon abilities.
Grabbing ammo.
Watch for the ship.
Nothing worse than forgetting to
They
do
blend,
that and then
but
realizing, oh,
not
I don't know.
perfectly.
No. I think there was a section early on I was starting to run out of ammo, but I haven't really ran out of ammo for a while. Or come as close to.
Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
You'll take the left road and I'll take the right road and I'll get there before you.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels. Then we keep heading up.
Oh, you're not gonna stand in that? Okay.
Then what?
You walked right by my healing thing that I had right in front of you.
I'm sorry, I'm shooting things. You don't exactly say I'm putting a heal down or anything.
Fair, and I guess if you're zoomed in to shoot target, then you probably may have not seen it, but yeah.
Yes, I was zoomed in, standing, walking forward, shooting stuff.
Okay, there you go.
Station ready.
You always do that. You don't say placing a heal or something. Or placing a bubble until after you've placed it. There, that's good enough. Try and conserve it.
Yeah, I know. Usually when I get to a health box, one of those brown or beigeish boxes, it refills it, so...
Mind if we get a closer view of the hologram? Incoming! Both sides!
Got another special one somewhere.
Excellent. Fight the AI so we can just shoot it.
You can always tell we have a special one when you see a red dot on the map.
Bypassing damage.
More of those abominations!
So many of them.
It's almost like there's a clone lab over them all.
Movement in the wall!
Okay, when they walk out of the same hole, it looks a little silly.
Somebody take the gear.
Hidden chest over here.
Clear. Keep moving. There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
And another descent.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Controller died fiddling for a controller, and then, yeah, just got kind of wrecked most of my health.
Don't worry, bot's going to save you.
Bypassing damage.
Grabbing ammo.
Rearming.
Rally instruments. Where you going? Got rally at the instruments.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Incoming.
The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
More pathogens! Secure the compartment!
What do you think we're trying to do, lady? That one just came right from our side.
The door encryption is complex.
Bypassing damage.
There are other synthetics nearby. If one
drop
has
the
an intact
heals.
memory core, I may be able to reconstruct
Drop
the
one
cipher.
away.
Heals.
Oh. Yeah, it would have been nice if they gave us some heals here.
I do not believe that one is suitable. Connecting.
There you go.
No. The data is lost.
Where's the third one?
Core stability confirmed. Stand by.
Pathogen, watch the lower deck.
Almost there. I don't know how much almost there is, but almost there. Oh, some of these games normally have, like, you know, the progress counter or something, which would be a little...
Ward's clear. Esther, what's your progress?
Top.
Yeah.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
I can't remember, or I feel like this... Let me mixing up the things. I feel like there's a timer at the end of this one as well. But I can't remember if it's like get out of the ship within X amount of time, or if I'm just mixing up this one and the last mission. Like the overall last mission.
Oh.
But I feel like this one does end too with like a get to the end within X amount of minutes. We'll see once we get there. But
Yep. Yeah, so you look at the size of that gun, I feel like
Yes,
those
is this
things
something
would
we
have
can
to be a
mess
bit
with?
bigger.
I think that's how
No,
they fly the
the
ship.
controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for
And the
engineering.
things around
I
it are
always
the
see-
cryopods.
Stop it from lifting off.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen Prometheus?
I
I
just want to say,
have.
if
The
you
guy
I
got
just keep on
some.
thinking.
blow the ship up,
I know. I just keep on thinking because of the way that looks, it looks like a
Right,
turret
important
thing.
science
Or
or
a telescope.
history or...
The files from the
Or
synthetic
that.
call this room Vitality Oven to grow.
Which means...
Idiomatically, energy capacitors.
This could be the end. Calling it just because I started to notice that the end seems to have two crates instead of one.
Access the control instrumentality.
Judging the deck.
Let me know when you're ready.
Sensor deployed. Sensor deployed.
Hitting thing.
On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
Ah, I see a 17% reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
There, blow those two out. Seeing a blurry return. Probably a stalker. Things are getting hot.
This I actually remember too. I didn't remember it until like it happening. I'm kind of remembering it.
Kind of remembering the whole destroying the
Scratch
little
one capacitor.
things.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Can't see any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence, bone, protective, withdraw.
There, two more to either side.
How's it going?
They're good.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
For extraction.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison.
thank you
Well,
for not blowing
maybe.
it up. There is so much we could learn here.
Oh, for some reason I remember having to run out of that ship, but I guess not.
Gift of fire.
Yeah. And that's it for now. Till next time.